So a training update for you guys. It's been a couple weeks since the Arnold now. I believe it's coming up on 2 weeks, if I am correct. Back in my kitchen, just vlogging here. The reason I vlog here is because the light is really good from this deck door that I have just right here. So, oh, and look at the snow. So it was like 60, 70 degrees in the past couple weeks, or it has been sporadically. And now it's snowing, so that's typical Ohio. You never know what the weather is going to be. The weather changes with the wind. So a little bit of a training update for you guys. So I actually have not back squatted since the Arnold, which is a little bit unusual for me because I usually back squat 4 days a week, or at least leading up to the Arnold I did. But the reasoning behind that, my coach and I, we discussed kind of what my goals are and what my long-term goals are, and I was having a severe trap impingement. So it's right where the bar sits on my right side of my back, and this trap impingement was being just worsened by the fact that the bar was sitting on my back, and I was squatting 4 days a week, and every single day, well, no, 3 out of the 4 days were over 330 pounds. So that's a lot of weight on your trap, a lot of weight on your back. So we're actually taking a break from back squatting, and I've just been front squatting. So I'm going to include a couple clips here in this video. I don't really have quite as much training footage as I maybe have in the past, just because I've been trying to share quite a bit on my Instagram story. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, this is a way to keep up with kind of some of my training and get form tips. I try to include those or show the proper form on exercises. So on my Insta story, so if you click on like my profile picture, there's Insta story. It's kind of like Snapchat, but for Instagram, that updates. So it's like a, I can post whatever, and it's just like as many as I want in a day, as opposed to making a dedicated post on Instagram. So it's quick. I can just do informal stuff and show you guys some of my training. So that is what I have been doing. So I've been devoting a little bit more time to that as opposed to YouTube. So I'm just gonna put some of my training footage in this video and update you guys a little bit. So focus has been less on the main lifts and more on variations. So I'm not even benching, I'm doing dumbbell bench press, which I have been loving. I haven't done dumbbell bench press since my bodybuilding days, really, or sole bodybuilding days. I still bodybuild. But when I was focusing just on bodybuilding, that's the last time that I did any sort of dumbbell bench press, and I really enjoyed it. I feel it working my chest more. I feel like I'm able to get a better range of motion. So overall it's been positive, and backing off to lifting 5 days a week as opposed to 6. Been just kind of enjoying my training a little bit more, doing whatever I kind of want in the gym, and following, following my program, but then adding in some stuff as well that, I feel like doing or that's fun, adding in more bodybuilding work, so like arm work. It's not really gonna hinder my recovery, so stuff that's low impact, and have quite a few back days in my training right now, and have also been adding in block pulls just from a 2-inch block, so pretty, like that, literally the block pulls are that high. Been doing like sets of 8 and then sets of 8 on normal deadlifts, so high reps, and then on front squat I've been doing 10 reps and 12 reps, and actually this is the first time in my entire life that I've been front squatting, so it's been quite a learning curve for me, but something fun to learn. I just have never front squatted because of my shoulder injury. So as some of you may or may not know, I actually had a short stint in CrossFit about 4 years ago for about a month. I was actually very good because I have a track background, and so my endurance is pretty darn, it's pretty excellent, and my strength was decent back then too. So I did CrossFit for about a month and then injured my shoulder during a workout, so I heard a pop. So since then I've been I just always have to deal with a shoulder injury. So that's why I've never front squatted, because it's put pressure in the position on your shoulder. So I've really been trying to focus on figuring out a good position with the bar. And it's not something that I'm going to be working on for an extended period of time. I'm probably going to throw those out of my program in the next 3 to 4 weeks or so, hopefully. Really looking forward to back squatting. My trap is not feeling impinged at all. My shoulder is a little funky still, it's just something that I deal with. But it's a little bit of an update for you guys. I'm actually launching a new website here soon, so stay tuned. A place to stay more updated on what I'm doing on my Facebook and also on my Instagram and Snapchat. So I'll post that below where you can find me there. I generally update you guys on like seminars, my website, content that I post. I'm also really excited. I just wrote an article for Power Magazine and it's gonna be coming out soon as well. And I wrote on daily undulating periodization and volume training. So that's exciting. Got my website that's launching pretty soon. I'm gonna be, it's a new brand. It's called PowerFit Performance and it's going to be more than just Katie Ann. So excited about that. That's hopefully coming up soon. With the launch of that, I'm going to be giving away some free programming stuff. So a glute workout and then also a nutrition basics guide for free. And then I will also be, for purchase, there will be a 4-day lifting program and then maybe some other stuff depending on kind of what you guys give me feedback on what you want to do. So yeah, so that's a little bit of an update. I'm actually gonna go train now. It is March 17th and actually it is my mom's birthday today, so going out to dinner and then later tonight I'm gonna be working. So generally my days, people ask me kind of what I do besides lift. I work a lot, so I don't really like document that, but most of the day I'm actually sitting at my computer working, programming for clients, doing check-ins, whatever it may be. So I have several clients coming up on either shows or meets. So if you're gonna be in Columbus, Ohio there's a meet on April 1st here in Columbus. I have 2 clients competing there, and then on the June meet here in Columbus, Ohio, I have two clients competing there. So I will be at both of those meets and I will be there handling my lifters. So if you guys are there, be sure to say hi. I've had some people in the past message me after I've been places and say, I was too scared to say hi to you. No, please say hi to me. Like if you see me, please say hi to me. I love talking to you guys, and also if you recognize me or whatever it may be, it's not creepy to me at all. I find it really cool that some people recognize me and, you know, say, oh, I follow you. Like, that's not weird to me at all. So if you do see me at like events like that, please say hi. Because I love talking to you guys and just meeting you guys. So yeah, so that's a little bit of an update. I will include some of my training footage and then also keep you guys updated on what's going on with my website and some exciting stuff and stuff that's launching. Fresh nails. See if it'll focus. Will it focus on my nails? Yeah, fresh nails, fresh brows. Got my brows done. I got my bling bling. Just 2017, it's just a great year. Well, seminars, I'm thinking about making like relatively frequent seminars here in Columbus. So having like specific things to work on. So let me know in the comments if you live near Columbus, if that's something you'd be interested in. Every time I've done a seminar here in Columbus, it's been very successful and people seem to love it. But I think, you know, with my new brand and everything, like I really want to, you know, I'm excited about trying new things. So I'm, you know, kind of thinking like, oh, it'd be awesome to have maybe like a 2-hour seminar where an hour is focusing it's focusing on something. So I was thinking like the first seminar could be squat, and then the second seminar could be leg bodybuilding work, and then the third seminar, so it would be an hour of like lifting with you guys, like a seminar. I'd limit it to 10 people for sure. So an hour of lifting and then an hour of like discussion and Q&A, or, you know, meet and greet type thing. So might be something I'll start doing. We'll see. Yeah, so update for you guys. I will include some training footage, a little bit, just of some of my lifts from yesterday. I actually did film some yesterday. And yeah, so thanks guys, and I will talk to you soon. Hi everyone, so gonna show you some of my training here. I lied, it's more than just yesterday. It's a couple other days too. I found some footage on my, I found some footage on my phone, so I thought I'd show you guys what's been going on since the Arnold. So here are just some block pulls. So this is from about a 2-inch block, not that high of a block at all. The reason that I do only a 2-inch block is to allow myself to focus more on being patient off the ground. So a 2-inch block like this really takes out the power that I have initially off the floor with my quads. That is something that I struggle with, is that I'm extremely fast off the ground with my quads, and then I have issues with my lockout. That's typically been the place that I stop in my deadlift, so I get stuck above my knees, although that has not been an issue lately, just because, oh hi Zach in the background, That has not been an issue lately because we added in a ton of hip extension work and also block pulls throughout my last training cycle before the Arnold. So overall deadlifts have been awesome. That was 325 pounds for sets of 8 on block pulls. And then here are some front squats. So front squats is new. I have never showed my YouTube viewers me doing front squats, so I will go ahead and show you now. This has been something that I've been adding in for a couple weeks now, simply as I mentioned in the intro, to take off some of the pressure of off my trap, relieve the pressure there. I was having an impingement in my trap. I'm not exactly sure how it happened, but it was pretty sudden, and it just was causing some shooting pain in my shoulder, just from the back of my trap. It was going into my shoulder and then going into my neck. So doing front squats, it has been helping with just essentially taking all the pressure off of my lower back. Now this was yesterday, these were a struggle because I was very fatigued from some back work that I did the day before this, and front squats are very heavy on your back. I mean, even though it's not on your back, it actually takes more back strength, I think, at least for me, than back squats, because you have to keep your upper back so tight. So this was 195 pounds. I believe I did 8, and then I dropped it down to 185 pounds. I was just like, ugh, I was just dying. But it's really, so some of you guys might comment on the position of the bar on my arms and how it's not up near my neck. I cannot do it any higher because of my shoulder injury. It actually hits right exactly where my shoulder hurts. So I've been playing around with my grip, that I can't go any wider because of my shoulder as well. So honestly, I'm just trying to get it down as best I can without, with not having any pressure on my shoulder, and also just do it without pain. It's not perfect. I think this was my 4th time front squatting ever, and I did 185 pounds for sets of 10. So I worked up to 195 pounds. I think I did like a set of 8, and then I did sets of 10 with 185 pounds. So I'm not the strongest at those, but pretty good for only like my 4th time ever doing front squats in my life. So that was kind of cool. So then afterwards I did 305 pounds for sets of 8 on deadlifts. I think I did 9 on this set because I lost count. As Joe in the background, you can see he's loading up the bar. He ended up pause squatting 800 and, oh shoot, I think it was like 825 pounds or 815, or no, maybe it was 845. I'm not sure. He was pause squatting a ton of weight. But these deadlifts, super easy, just very endurance based right now. So my training is not really heavy for me. 305 pounds, that's, more than 100 pounds less than my max. I hit 424 at the Arnold. So I've been adding in quite a bit of leg accessory work. Here are split squats. So some individuals have questions on what do I recommend for leg development. Definitely some unilateral work is important to incorporate to make sure that you're balancing out your physique and you are not having any sort of imbalances in your glutes or your hamstrings, which I tend to have a weaker left hamstring than my right side. So this is overhead press, or just shoulder press with dumbbells, not overhead press. I'm very encouraged that I'm able to add back some shoulder work and some dumbbell bench press. So here, this is dumbbell bench press from actually today, and so my shoulder is feeling better. I really like these because I'm able to work my chest more, work on any sort of imbalances that exist between my right and my left arm, which, as you can see, if you look at how I finished this rep, my left arm is much stronger. So my right arm is the arm that I injured, and see how my right arm lags? Ooh, lags quite a bit. So, but adding in dumbbells is fun because I can work on those imbalances, and I feel like it hits my chest better, and I've been kind of sore from my training just from changing things up. So this is a low row, hitting the back, and then also here I'll show you guys some pull downs. So this is a cable pull down, one of my favorites, to isolate the lats. So as you can see, a lot of bodybuilding work, but also keeping in some variations of main lifts, and it's been awesome just to have a little bit of a break, but really looking forward to adding in back squats again very soon. it's making me eager to add them back in, which is probably a good thing now. So I'm excited about the training coming up and excited to work this summer and keep improving. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.